If you've been drinking 8 glasses of plain water every day and still feeling tired, cold hands and feet, or that afternoon energy crash, there's a reason. Plain water hydrates, but it's missing the one simple addition that actually supports blood flow and circulation. I'm Dr. Adriana, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact ingredient top cardiologists add to their water, how much to use, when to drink it, and why you'll notice the difference within hours. The answer is electrolyte minerals, specifically a precise balance of potassium, magnesium, and natural sea salt. I'm sharing this as a physician focused on evidence-based senior health, working with cardiologists and vascular specialists. This isn't a trend or hack, it's cardiovascular science applied to something you already do multiple times a day. Everything I'm giving you today is based on published research. It's safe for most people, and I'll tell you exactly who should modify or avoid it. Here's the exact formula you'll start with today. 1/4 teaspoon of unrefined sea salt, 150 milligrams of magnesium citrate or glycinate powder, and 200 milligrams of potassium chloride or cream of tartar, mixed into 32 ounces of filtered water. You can sip this throughout the morning, or drink half before breakfast and half mid-morning. But before I show you how to mix it perfectly, let me explain why plain water isn't enough. Think of your blood vessels like a network of highways. Plain water fills the tank, but this addition is like adding the signaling system that tells the roads when to widen for smoother traffic flow. Your vascular system relies on electrolytes to control blood vessel dilation and constriction. Potassium is directly vasoactive. When it reaches the smooth muscle cells lining your arteries, it activates the sodium-potassium pump, which creates electrical changes that cause those muscle cells to relax and the vessels to open wider. This allows more oxygen-rich blood to reach your brain, your heart, your muscles, and yes, those cold fingertips. Magnesium works alongside potassium to regulate blood pressure, reduce arterial stiffness, and support the endothelial cells that produce nitric oxide, the master molecule that signals your vessels to stay flexible and responsive. The small amount of natural sea salt provides sodium, plus trace minerals like calcium, that help maintain the electrical gradients needed for proper vascular tone without the blood pressure spike refined salt can cause. Now, here's exactly how to prepare this. No guessing, no complicated steps. Start with a clean 32-ounce glass or stainless steel water bottle. Add your sea salt first, 1/4 teaspoon, which is roughly the size of a small pearl cluster sitting in your palm. Use unrefined sea salt, the kind that looks slightly gray or pink, not pure white. That color tells you the minerals are still intact. Next, add your magnesium powder, 150 milligrams, about half of a 1/4 teaspoon if you're measuring a pure powder. Magnesium citrate or glycinate dissolves cleanly and is gentle on the stomach. Avoid magnesium oxide, which absorbs poorly and can cause digestive upset. Then add potassium, 200 milligrams, which is roughly 1/8 teaspoon of cream of tartar, or potassium chloride powder. Fill the bottle with room temperature or slightly warm filtered water. Cold is fine if you prefer it, but room temperature allows the minerals to dissolve more quickly and won't temporarily constrict peripheral blood vessels the way ice-cold water can. Shake or stir gently for about 30 seconds until everything dissolves. You'll notice it tastes slightly salty and tangy. That's exactly right. If it tastes too strong, you're using too much. Start with half the amounts and build up over 3 to 5 days as your taste adjusts. This mixture stays good at room temperature for up to 8 hours. If you're making it the night before, store it in the refrigerator and it's fine for 24 hours. But wait, when you drink this matters almost as much as what's in it. The ideal time for your first serving is within 30 minutes of waking up. Here's why. Overnight, you lose about 1 to 2 cups of water through respiration and perspiration, and your electrolyte balance shifts slightly. Your blood volume drops, your vessels constrict a bit, and circulation to your extremities slows, which is one reason many people wake up with cold hands or feel sluggish before breakfast. Drinking this enhanced water, first thing rehydrates you, yes, but it also delivers the minerals that tell your vascular system to open up, restore blood flow, and shift out of that overnight conservation mode. Maria, 67, told me she noticed that drinking this 30 minutes before her morning walk meant she could go further without fatigue. Her legs felt stronger, and she wasn't stopping to catch her breath. If you exercise in the morning, drink half your prepared bottle about 45 to 60 minutes before you start. This gives the electrolytes time to enter your bloodstream and optimize circulation before you ask your cardiovascular system to perform. During mid-morning, between 10 and 11, sip the second half. This timing supports sustained energy and prevents the pre-lunch slump many seniors experience, especially if you're on medications that affect fluid balance. Avoid drinking this electrolyte-enhanced water within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime if you're sensitive to waking for bathroom trips. You might be wondering if one formula works for everyone. It doesn't, and that's actually empowering because you get to choose based on what your body responds to. Let me give you 2 alternative variations that deliver slightly different circulation benefits. The first is the citrus nitrate version. Into 32 ounces of water, add the juice of half a fresh lemon, 1/8 teaspoon of unrefined sea salt, 100 milligrams of magnesium, and 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder. The lemon provides vitamin C, which protects the endothelial cells lining your blood vessels from oxidative stress and supports the production of nitric oxide. Beetroot powder is rich in dietary nitrates, not the harmful kind found in processed meats, but the natural plant-based kind that your body converts into nitric oxide through bacteria in your mouth and stomach. Nitric oxide signals your blood vessels to relax and widen, improving blood flow to your brain, heart, muscles, and skin. Studies show that beetroot-derived nitrate can lower blood pressure, improve endothelial function, and enhance exercise performance by increasing oxygen delivery to tissues. This version tastes tangy and slightly earthy. If the beet flavor is too strong, start with half a teaspoon and work up. Drink this one about 90 minutes before exercise for maximum performance benefit, or first thing in the morning if your primary goal is circulation and blood pressure support. The second variation is the Magnesium-Potassium Focus for those who need to minimize sodium. Into 32 ounces of water, add 300 milligrams of magnesium citrate, 400 milligrams of potassium from cream of tartar, and just a tiny pinch of sea salt, about 1/16 of a teaspoon, for taste and trace minerals. This is ideal if you have mild hypertension and your doctor has advised lower sodium intake, but you still need the vascular benefits of magnesium and potassium. It tastes more neutral, almost like plain water with a faint mineral hint. Here's the one mistake that ruins everything, and I promised I'd tell you exactly what not to do: adding too much, too fast. I've seen people eager for results dump a whole teaspoon of salt and massive doses of magnesium into their water, then wonder why they feel nauseated or spend the morning in the bathroom. Your kidneys and digestive system need time to adjust. Start with half the recommended amounts for the first 3 days, then increase to the full dose if you're tolerating it well. The second mistake is using this enhanced water to replace all your daily water intake. This is not meant to be every sip you take. Drink this formula once, maybe twice a day if you're very active, and drink plain water the rest of the time. Third mistake, drinking it ice cold, which causes temporary vasoconstriction, the exact opposite of what we're trying to achieve. Room temperature or slightly warm is ideal, especially first thing in the morning when your circulation is just waking up. Fourth mistake, adding sugar or artificial sweeteners to make it taste better, which spikes your blood glucose and triggers inflammation in your endothelial cells, negating the vascular benefits you're working toward. Fifth mistake, and this is critical, using this without medical guidance if you're on medications that affect potassium or sodium levels. If you're on any heart, blood pressure, or kidney medication, show this formula to your doctor or pharmacist before you start. Now let me tell you exactly who needs to be cautious or avoid this altogether. If you have chronic kidney disease, especially stage 3 or higher, your kidneys may not excrete potassium and magnesium efficiently, and adding extra can lead to dangerous hyperkalemia or hypermagnesemia, elevated levels that affect heart rhythm and muscle function. Do not use this formula without explicit approval and adjusted amounts from your nephrologist. If you're on potassium-sparing diuretics like spironolactone or amiloride, you're already retaining potassium, and adding more can push you into unsafe levels. If you take ACE inhibitors or ARBs for blood pressure, these medications also increase potassium retention, so you'll need medical guidance on whether adding dietary potassium is safe for you. If you're on digoxin for heart failure or arrhythmia, electrolyte imbalances can alter how the drug works and increase toxicity risk. Medical clearance is essential. If you have heart failure with fluid restrictions, adding sodium even in small amounts may not be appropriate, and you'll need a modified formula focusing on magnesium under your cardiologist's direction. If you have severe hypertension that's not well controlled, use the low sodium magnesium potassium variation I described earlier and monitor your blood pressure daily. If you have gastroesophageal reflux disease or GERD, the citrus variation with lemon may trigger symptoms. Stick with the plain electrolyte version. Signs. This is working well for you include increased energy that holds steady through the day, warmer hands and feet especially in the morning, and improved exercise tolerance. Warning signs to stop immediately and call your doctor include irregular heartbeat or palpitations, severe muscle weakness, confusion, extreme thirst despite drinking, swelling in your ankles or hands, or nausea lasting more than a day. These could indicate electrolyte imbalance and need medical evaluation. So what should you actually notice? And when? Within the first few hours after drinking your enhanced water, you'll notice hydration feels more satisfying. You're not running to the bathroom every 30 minutes like you do with plain water, but you feel genuinely hydrated. By the end of day 1, many people report feeling more alert in the late morning and early afternoon. That usual post-lunch fog lifts a bit. By day 2 or 3, you'll likely notice your hands and feet feel warmer, especially first thing in the morning when they're usually coldest. This is increased peripheral circulation as your blood vessels respond to the potassium and magnesium signaling. By day 5 to 7, afternoon energy holds steadier without that 3 p.m. crash. You're not reaching for caffeine or sugar to push through because your vascular system is delivering oxygen and nutrients more efficiently all day long. If you exercise regularly, you'll notice by the end of week 1 that you recover faster after workouts and your endurance improves slightly because your muscles are getting better oxygen delivery through enhanced blood flow. Within 2 weeks of daily consistency, many people report that their resting heart rate drops by a few beats per minute, a sign of improved cardiovascular efficiency. Let me give you a simple 7-day implementation plan. On day 1, prepare your first batch using half the recommended amounts of each ingredient to let your system adjust gently. Drink it first thing in the morning, about 30 minutes before breakfast, and rate your energy level on a scale of 1 to 5 at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. Just jot it down quickly so you have a baseline. On day 2, continue with the half-dose formula, same timing, same tracking, and notice how many times you urinate in the morning compared to when you drank plain water. It should be less frequent but more concentrated. On day 3, if you're tolerating everything well with no nausea or digestive upset, increase to the full recommended amounts and continue your morning routine. This is often the day people first notice warmer extremities. On day 4 and 5, maintain the full formula, keep tracking, and start paying attention to your afternoon energy. Do you need that usual coffee or snack to push through? Or are you naturally more sustained? On day 6, continue the routine and compare your energy ratings from day 1 to today. Has your afternoon score improved? On day 7, assess the full week, overall energy, circulation, mental clarity, exercise performance, and how you feel about continuing this long-term Here's what I need you to understand about where this enhanced hydration fits into your overall health picture. This is one powerful strategy within total cardiovascular care, not a replacement for anything else you're doing. Your circulation depends on multiple factors working together. Well-managed blood pressure, stable blood sugar, regular movement and exercise, quality sleep, stress management, whole food nutrition, and consistent medical monitoring with your physician. This enhanced water optimizes one factor, hydration quality, but circulation depends on all these elements working together. This isn't instead of your medications or your doctor's care. It's alongside them, making your healthy habits work even better. If you're taking blood pressure medication, keep taking it and monitor your numbers. If they improve, your doctor may choose to adjust your dose, but never stop or change medication on your own. Think of your cardiovascular health like a symphony. Every instrument matters, and when you optimize one section, the whole performance improves. Let's bring this all together so you can start today with confidence and clarity. The exact formula is 1/4 teaspoon unrefined sea salt, 150 milligrams magnesium citrate or glycinate, and 200 milligrams potassium, mixed into 32 ounces of water and consumed in the morning, ideally within 30 minutes of waking and optionally before exercise. The mechanism is that these electrolytes activate the sodium-potassium pump in vascular smooth muscle cells, causing them to relax and blood vessels to dilate, while magnesium supports endothelial function and nitric oxide production. The timing matters. First thing in the morning reverses overnight dehydration and vascular constriction, and before exercise optimizes performance and oxygen delivery. Safety notes: avoid or modify if you have kidney disease, heart failure, or are on medications affecting potassium or sodium. Start with half doses and build up. Use this once or twice daily, not as all your water. Drink it at room temperature. And consult your doctor if you have any chronic conditions or take medications. You have variations to choose from: citrus nitrate with lemon and beetroot for nitric oxide support, or low sodium magnesium potassium focus for those with hypertension. Pick what fits your needs. Track your progress over 7 days by noting energy levels, hand and foot temperature, exercise performance, and mental clarity. You deserve to feel energized, to have warm hands and feet, to move through your day without fighting fatigue. This is simple, it's affordable, it's safe for most people, and it's based on the same vascular science cardiologists use. Starting today, you're not just drinking water, you're actively supporting your circulation with every sip. If this approach resonates with you and you want more evidence-based strategies for senior health, subscribe to this channel. And please, before you start, especially if you have any health conditions or take medications, run this by your doctor to make sure it's appropriate for your specific situation.